Well, hello. It's great to be back at the old desk. Yes, this is the car business Ford Drive One special. And Ford's a sponsor of this thing. But that doesn't mean we're going to go easy on them, does it, Jeremy Cato?
No. Entirely the opposite.
That's right. We're going to be tougher.
Mostly because there's so much going on in the industry. Everybody will know very quickly whether or not we're blowing smoke or not. So we're not going to do that.
Now, when you talk to people about Ford today, I mean, we're talking about, drive safe, drive quality, but they're saying drive without a bailout. I mean, people have connected to the fact that Ford didn't take the government dough.
Yet.
Oh.
The game isn't over yet. I mean, the United States market is going to be about 10 million sales, down from almost 17
Isn't
and a
that
half.
amazing?
Canada will be about 1.45 million this year, down from 1.6 plus. The market is very, very difficult out there. So the game isn't over yet. What Ford is saying is that we don't need the government money today. We're going to proceed pushing all the money we borrowed, the $23.5 billion, pushing it into the products.
Okay, this isn't what we're here to talk about, but is it a level playing field?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the real issue here, amongst many, the one that really jumps out at me, is that General Motors Acceptance Corporation, the finance arm for General Motors and Chrysler, because it's the same thing, qualifies for bank bailout money in the U.S.
Yeah, I understand that.
Ford Credit doesn't.
Yeah,
so there's not a level playing field. That has to be corrected.
Well, okay, probably. Now, let's talk about the situation of the Detroit Three, because two of them are now run by the government.
Right.
Is this Ford's moment to make a break from the pack?
Well, this is Ford's chance to do it, and the only chance they're going to get. They borrowed $23.5 billion.
Yeah.
They borrowed money on the oval.
Everything's hot.
Everything's hot. So this is the chance. You've got to do it, and in the car business, you get product cycles are 5 years. So Ford has a 5-year window to remake itself, or they'll be looking for government money too. So it's got to be in the products.
The theme has been one Ford, and we heard that in like one General Motors. It wasn't going to be all these fiefdoms around the world. They're going to pull them all together, engineer them once, design them once, build them wherever. Have you seen real progress on that front at Ford?
Yes, I have. And the secret here goes back to the product again. I mean, Alan Mulally, the new CEO they brought in from Boeing, he did a lot of things. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the products, nothing's going to matter. So Derek Kuzak, sort of a quiet, mild-mannered engineer, aerospace engineer, is now head of all global product development. Where did he cut his teeth? He cut his teeth at Mazda. The head of European product development is a guy named Joe Bakai. Where did he cut his teeth? At Mazda. Who's president of Ford North the Americas? Mark Fields. Where did he cut his teeth?
It's the mafia, Mazda mafia.
So they learned how to do it at a small company, 1 million units a year, and now they're trying to do that at a 6-7 million unit company like Ford. That means they're pulling all together, all their product development processes now make sense. There's a small car group, there is a mid-sized group, there's the truck group, and they're located in the right spots. Small cars are essentially coming out of Europe.
There's an interesting guy at Ford, and he's right on the top floor because we saw him there. He's our old friend. He used to be the president of Ford of Canada, Joe Hinrichs. This guy's running like 130 factories.
135 to be exact. Oh, and by the way, he's in charge of labor relations too. So Joe Hinrichs, if I were a betting man, I would say he'd be one of the top 3 or 4 guys to be the next CEO, or at least be CEO.
Well, what's he doing today? Let's not.
He's running the factories today, and the factories matter because the old days of the car business, and that was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and certainly in Detroit. We'll design them, then we throw them over the wall, and we give them to the manufacturing guys to make them, right? Joe now sits down with Benny Fowler, who's head of quality, and Derek Kuzak, who's head of product development, and they all say to each other, oh, it's very nice you have a pretty car there, and it's got EcoBoost and all these other high technologies, but let's plan to build it right from the minute we design it.
Which you can do in virtual reality, and you can see the thing on the computer before you ever bend metal. Well, we are going to get into this. We're going to talk about the Ford Drive One. We're going to talk about drive safe and drive quality. And we're coming back with safe right after this.